Wars of Real Towers back with another pay-per-view countdown list. This will be my last countdown list for now because I'm going to get back to my regular best and worst countdown list. But anyways, I did 2003 last month, and I said I'm going to do 2005 next, and I'm like a month late, but whatever. I'm going to do 2005 right now. Anyway, so I did the entire year of 2005 for WWE last year with the first season with the TNA pay-per-views as well. But anyways, um, this is a changing of the guard for these for the year, and yet the rise of John Cena and the rise of Batista. And this lead adds up to a main eventer, and by next year I'll do 2006 right after I do whenever I'll do, and then 2007 anyways. So let's get on to it. Dead last with Taboo Tuesday. Ugh. Yep. The only thing good about this is the steel cages for the Intercontinental title between Ric Flair and Triple H, and the rest is just blah. I mean, you have Batista versus Jonathan Coachman. Yeah, a wrestler versus a commentator. And the rest is just not worth it. And you got John Cena currently on Shawn Michaels in a triple threat match, which it's not the best triple threat match, but at least two Survivor Series, which I'll get to. But yeah, Tuesday is number 15. Next up, we have the inaugural pay-per-view, the inaugural review. New Year's Revolution 2005. This is only a one-match show, but unlike Bad Blood 2004, which was decent, this show was trash. This was the first review I done. The only thing memorable, this is a one-match show, like I said, between Triple H, Batista, Edge, Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, and Chris Jericho in an elimination chamber match for the vacated World Heavyweight Championship with Shawn Michaels as the referee. What else do you remember from the show? Nothing, really. This is not a show to remember. So yeah. New Year's Revolution 2000. New Year's Revolution 2005 is number 14. Two Raw pay-per-views back to back are bad. Yeah. Next up, number 13 is the Great American Bash, or Wrestling Rampage we'll call it, the Great American Trash. The only thing, like I said, this is only memorable for, there's only one good match, and that's Ray and Eddie. And if Eddie wins, he will reveal Ray's secret. That's it. I mean, your main event was Batista and JBL for the World Heavyweight Championship, which their SummerSlam match was better than this match, honestly, and ends in a disqualification. And of course, this was for Muhammad Hassan's final appearance. But yeah, this is number 13, the Great American Trash or Bash. At least it is not that last like 2004. Next up, now we get to the so-so pay-per-views. Next up is Backlash. Again, the only thing that was memorable was the World Heavyweight Championship match between Batista and Triple H. Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, which was versus Hamazan and Daivari, and that's it. And the last match was good, but what else do you remember from Backlash? Again, this is only precursor to the SummerSlam match. Next up, Unforgiven. The only The show was okay, but it was again forgettable. I mean, you have John Cena versus Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship, which they have better matches. They have a better match at No Way Out, No Mercy 2003, and technically Survivor Series. But yeah, and yeah, Shawn Michaels versus Chris Masters, which was decent. The best thing was the steel cage match between Mallory and Edge. But yeah, Unforgiven is number 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Okay, now we get to the good shows. Next up is the Royal Rumble. This was actually better than New Year's Revolution. Yeah, you have the only thing I didn't like was the World Heavyweight Championship match between. Well, the only two matches I didn't like was the casket match and the World Heavyweight Championship match between Randy Orton and Triple H, and the casket match between Undertaker and Heidenreich. Ugh. Which thank God that's the end of their stupid ass feud. You have JBL, Kurt Angle, and the Big Show in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. That was a good triple threat match. This was precursor to the barbed wire steel cage match between Big Show and JBL for the WWE Championship. And Shawn Michaels and Edge was good. And then, of course, the Rumble. Batista wins. And yeah, then the final two were John Cena and Batista. And this leads to Batista's big push. Big rise to the main event. And speaking of No Way Out, next up is No Way Out. And you got JBL versus Big Show in our first only barbed wire steel match in WWE, because there was one in WWE. Yeah, that will go to hell. You have Cena and Kurt Angle in a number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. Winner faces the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21, which is obviously they're going to push Cena into the main event. You have some good matches, except Booker T and Heidenreich. And yeah, everything else was good. No Way Out is number 9. What's number 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, number 9. Now we get, next up, Survivor Series 2005. I know, I don't like the brand Warfare, but this is the only time they did this in a Survivor Series. Thank goodness. And that's, Team Raw, which is Shawn Michaels, Kane, Big Show, Carlito, and Chris Masters versus Team SmackDown of Batista, Randy Orton, JBL, Rey Mysterio, and Lashley. Apparently, Eddie Guerrero was supposed to be on this match, but me and this be on Team SmackDown, but we all know what happened. We all know. And also, I got John Cena, Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship with special referee Dafari. Yeah, obviously, Cena's gonna win that match, obviously, because it's during Cena's big push. I mean, they were on Raw, but it was a little better than their not their No Way Out match or their No Mercy match again, but it's a little better than their Unforgiven match. And yeah, Ric Flair, Triple H in the last match, which that was better than their television. I don't think it was good as their television match, whatever. And also, we got the return of the Undertaker, which look who's on the fucking cover. But yeah. Next up, by the way, anyways, Armageddon, which this has Undertaker and Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match, which is actually the better Hell in a Cell match of the two. And you have World Tag Team Champions versus WWE Tag Team Champions of Batista and Rey Mysterio versus Kane and Big Show. And you have Benoit and Booker T in a match for the Best of 7 series. They got good matches. And that is good. That was a decent pay-per-view. But yeah. Armageddon is number... Here we go again. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is Armageddon. Okay, now we get to the top 6. Judgment Day 2005. So far, the SmackDown pay-per-views have been good, besides the Grand American Bash. Anyways, this is memorable for the I Quit match for the WWE Championship and Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. And once again, JBL's in another bloody fight with last year with Eddie Guerrero, and now with John Cena. And I Quit. That was a really good I Quit match. And then Ray was a great match too. And yeah, Big Sean Carlito and Jordan Ray highlight. Who gets the fuck? So yeah, Armageddon is number 6. Next up, we have WrestleMania 21, the obviously rise of both John Cena and Batista. And obviously, you have Batista defeating Triple H and John Cena being JBL. This was obviously the end of Triple H's reign of terror, by the way. You know, this is when Triple H was not as dominant as 02, 03, and 04, and early 05. And you got Randy Orton versus The Undertaker. They have a lot of matches. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. That's another great match. Eddie Guerrero's last WrestleMania, and Edge winning the first Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, no man big doesn't mean shit now. And of course, the beginning of the Ultimate Opportunist. And of course, Piper's with Stone Cold, which is awesome. Anyways, number 4. Sorry, wait, hold on. Yeah. Number 4, SummerSlam 2005. The only thing I don't want Orlando, which is just quick. Aaron Edge was, I didn't like that. But you have, and currently using. Okay. That was nothing. But you have Mysterio and Eddie in the ladder. And the ladder match for the Dominic, which he's turning the house race keeps on. Undertaker and Randy Orton was good. Jericho's last pay-per-view match until 2007, which I already told you. But Batista and JBL was actually a better match than the Grand American Bash match. And of course, Hogan versus Michaels. Shawn Michaels oversell everything. Number 3 is actually a surprising list. No Mercy 2005. And this is Eddie Guerrero's last pay-per-view match until he died November 13th against Batista. Also have the first ever handicap casket match between Undertaker, Cowboy Bob Iron, and the Ortons, basically. Rey Mysterio versus JBL was just, I think their Judgment match was better than this match, honestly. And rest was, well, besides Backlash and Slammy Dean, really. And the Cruiserweight title match was just nothing special. But anyways, this is only memorable for Eddie Guerrero's last preview. But anyways, it was a good No Mercy, actually. Number 2. The reason that this is number 2 and not number 1, because I think number 1 is better. Vengeance and the end of Triple H's reign of terror. Batista beat him 3 straight pay-per-views. Mania, Backlash, and Vengeance. And of course, this is Batista's last Raw appearance until 08. I mean, on the Raw side. Not as an invader for like SmackDown, you know. And you got John Cena's first Raw match on Vengeance when he defended the WWE Championship against Jericho and Christian. Yeah, this is real rare because SmackDown needed a title and they brought Batista to SmackDown, and then the World Heavyweight Championship against SmackDown exclusive title. The WWE Championship became Raw exclusive. But anyways, yeah, and Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, which was a great match, and Edge and Kane. That was actually not a bad match, anyways. So yeah, Vengeance is number 2, and So I wonder what number 1 could be. One Night Stand, ECW One Night Stand. Okay, it's not a WWE PPV, but it's still a WWE event. See the WWE video logo. But anyways, this is straight up perfect. I prefer this over 2006. Spoiler alert for my 2006 ranking list when I can do it. This is a really good show. There was not a bad match. And of course, the only thing in there was the Crusaders. And, of course, got Benoit and Guerrero. And the main event, the Dudleys against Tommy Dreamer and Sandman. And of course, a lot of great stuff. So anyways, that's 2005. From Tablet Tuesday to the worst to One Night Stand, the best. So anyways, that's it for the ranking list. And for now, until when I do it again, sometime after the summer's over. And I think my next count of this is, I hadn't done this before. It's the best and the worst WWE and WCW pay-per-view endings. So I'm going to do it in separate videos. The best and the worst. So anyways, coming back with WCW 2000, Spring Heavy, Triangle Terror number episode 2. I don't know why I'm going to name it. And then episode 3, where David Arquette was the WCW champion on Thunder. The third episode of the Triangle Terror. Bye.